Last night, I did a meditation at 11 p.m. and I did it because it was on the recommendation of Dr. Bruce Lipton and Dr. Buttar, and talking about the raising of our collective consciousness right now, from moving from a fear state and moving into a love state, and how important it is for us to be consciously and collectively moving upward into a higher frequency right now, because the fear is keeping us locked into a very low level frequency of living. And also it's blocking us from critical thinking and allowing us to serve our highest good, our highest way of living. And if we stay in the fear state, it's making us sick. It's making us not make really great decisions for ourselves. It's even leading rather to, illnesses. It's leading to creating a body that is ripe to have disease settle in on it. When we live in love and we live with a beautiful immune protected force field, I call it, around us, through meditation and through just honoring who we are, these beautiful human beings living in this world, we can actually fight off anything. And I was listening to these great words by Bruce Lipton and Dr. Buttar, and how important it is for us to collectively meditate at times. We're hearing these big drop-in sessions right now. People saying, you got to meditate tonight at 11 p.m., yesterday at 11 a.m. in the morning too. These different meditation frequencies that are so required right now for us to tap in this collectively, because it creates this surge. It pulls us upward into where we all need to be. And this surge is, what I mean is that there are these people that are vibrating right now in a fear state, and we have to pull them up with us because we can't rise up alone. Anyways, around 10:50 last night, 10 to 11, I went into a meditation, and I stayed in it for just about 20 minutes. It was like till 10 after 11, and then I was exhausted. I had to fall asleep, but I felt really good. Like I was really listening to their words prior to the meditation. At around 10:30, I was listening to them on YouTube, and then afterwards, I just sent blessings. But throughout the meditation, I was just focusing on love. And I was also focusing on asking for divine guidance and asking for answers. I was asking for proof that I was being divinely guided. I was asking for proof that there are beautiful angels and spirit guides and love beings that are around me, that are cocooning me in a safety net, so that I am free from my fear to be this leader that I need to be to raise others up. And it was magical. So much so, I woke up this morning at around 6 o'clock, and I rolled over, and yes, I had my phone beside me on the ground charging. But I just have the time on it, so I don't use an alarm clock. Regardless, bad excuse. But anyways, my cell phone was there beside me charging on the ground. And on it, there were 14 notifications from my camera in my living room. And I just have like a camera that sits on my, on the mantle there. And it sits there, and I have it set on like an alarm on it, so it notifies me if there's ever movement in this house and whatever through the night, or when we're not here, if Ken and I aren't here or whatever. And anyway, so last night I woke up to 14 motion sensors going off, and I looked at them, and it was like, oh, between like 10:30 and the last one was at like 12:30. And I've never ever had this. I've had this camera for 6 months, and I've never ever had anything like this ever before. Nothing through the night. And so I went and I looked at these 14 notifications, and these 14 notifications were incredible. I actually didn't know what I was looking at first, and I went, no, this can't be. What it was were these beautiful white translucent beings that were moving through the living room, like just sporadically just doing their thing, moving through the living room. And I went, oh my God. So this was filmed for 17 seconds. This was filmed for 20 seconds. And the timing of them were like 10:30. I don't have the exact, like 10:31 or something, to like 12:34 or something like that. It was like a 2-hour window of 14 notifications of these things moving through the living room. And like I'm doing with my hand, is how they were floating off and then down here and back up again. Crazy. If I have the technology, you're going to see them in this video right now. We're going to figure out a way to splice it, add them in. Anyways, when I saw them this morning, it brought me to my knees. And because it was my answer, it was my proof, it was my validation of what I'm moving through right now, this metamorphosis, this growing into another level of leadership and another level of who I need to be right now. I was just in awe. I was so grateful. I was just like such reverence for humanity and our life on this planet. And it's so much more beyond the COVID-19 and all the stuff we're going through and all this, fear mode stuff and everything that we're going through right now. I realized that it was for me to work on. And I realized that this self-isolation is an individual sport. It's an individual reckoning that we're all going through right now. I was interviewed in a podcast last week, and I was exploring that, and I said that I'm actually seeing a disintegration of myself. I'm actually seeing a part of me, like a layer, part of me, like my identity, like there's a part of me, I don't know what part it is, but there's like parts, layers, whatever it is of me that are disintegrating. And I'm becoming whole, even though I'm disintegrating. So I'm disintegrating into wholeness. And anyways, I had to share this with you guys because I had an incredible revelation and I saw it for myself. I saw the truth in it for myself. Even talking about it right now, I'm feeling emotion come up because I understand that it's a massive picture for us right now. Like the planet is so real and so alive with fairies and pixies and angels and spirit guides and all these sentient, beautiful beings and esoteric beings and earthly beings that are all helping us rise up into where we need to be. I believe it's enabling us to move into our critical thinking, moving into our truths, moving into what we know deep in our hearts is the right thing for us. And you'll know when you're tapping into no resistance. You'll know that that's the right thing. Maybe you guys want to try it. When they're doing these group meditations now, that you're listening for it and you're paying attention to it and you do it, even if it's for 5 minutes, and ask for the guidance, ask for the love to be around you, ask for the reassurance that you're not alone. I feel so complete right now. There's a part of me that feels so connected to the love that's on this planet. And I know that it's been bestowed upon me to radiate as much love as I possibly can to help other human beings do the same. Let me know in the comments below even if you are experiencing this too. I think it's so important that we start sharing how we are maneuvering through this very difficult time, but also a very blessed time. It's an incredible blessed time for us to have this opportunity to be alone in solitude and work on ourselves and disintegrate all the shadows, all the darkness, all the things that we want to get rid of and know that we have to get rid of. And they're triggered with our suffering right now. And those are the things we got to work on. Love you guys.